This is the reservoir. Sold out. And my very last chance is there's a private campground up here, which I'm going to just assume at a dime is sold out. So, Shumpy's gonna, I don't know, we may have to do some guerrilla camping, urban camping. We'll see. Alright, so that last campground was RV only. And my last chance is the town of Drake, which is about 10 minutes away here. The lady did say they accept tents. It's just a question of now, do they have availability, and do I have the ability to continue driving? This is it. I'm going insane. I just saw a sign that pictured a trailer and then it said closed, so I don't know if that means this campground is closed. It should be approaching it.
My dad called me one time. He says, Paul, you're a real mess. You're ruining your life. I called the FBI, and this is in Cleveland, and they're willing to have a meeting with you to try to straighten you out. And I said, Dad, if you want me to do it, I'll do it. And so he set up the meeting in our house in Cleveland. And so it was one night, I come back from Columbus, I go to the house, and these two FBI agents come. And it was very interesting to me because the way our living room was set up, they sat in two, like one chair and the other chair, and then I was sitting on the couch, and my dad was in sort of off to the side, and they played the good cop, bad cop. The one guy goes, now Paul, you seem like a nice guy. What the hell's wrong with you? You know, you're ruining your life. You know, you're going to go to jail. Why would you do this? And he says, and I really think you're a nice guy. You should really think about it. And I say, now, you know, buddy, let me just tell you something. Let me tell you about the Vietnam War, because I brought up the Nuremberg trials. I said, you know, America tried all these Nazis in the Nuremberg trials, and they convicted them all because the whole trial was based on the fact that if your country is doing something wrong and the leader of the country is doing something wrong and you feel it's wrong, you shouldn't just blindly follow the leader. You should say, hey, I'm not going to do this. Well, our prosecutors prosecuted all the German Nazis, and we convicted them all, and they all said, well, Adolf told us to do it, so we did it. Well, we convicted them all because we said, well, they shouldn't do it. You shouldn't do it. If you feel like your country is doing something wrong, don't do it. And I said, that's exactly why I'm not going to Vietnam, because it's a fucked up war and we shouldn't be there. The war makes no sense. It has nothing to do with communism. It has to do with oil interests, and I'm not going to support oil interests. And all these guys that are going over there getting killed are for no reason. It was all bullshit. And they had never heard that argument. And the one guy, I'm like right in this guy's face, and I don't think he'd ever heard of the Nuremberg trials. This guy was like in his 30s. I go, what an idiot. You know, you don't even know about your own country. And so at that point, they just shut up and they go, well, there's no hope for you. And then one guy goes, and you're going to jail, buddy. You're going to jail. And my dad is standing there. He goes, oh, I don't know, Paul, what are you doing? And so it was like one of these moments in life that I'll never forget.
All right, so here we are traveling through West Virginia on Route 50, a road that begins in Ocean City, Maryland, and travels all the way across the country, believe it or not, ending in Sacramento, California for some reason. I guess they just didn't feel like it was necessary to make it go all the way to San Francisco. I feel like I should be listening to John Cougar Mellencamp right now, or maybe just John Mellencamp. And Busch Stadium, of course, where the Red Sox won the 2004 World Series. Yankee suck.
So yeah, feeling better now. As I mentioned, today was a stressful day. I haven't had much sleep since I've been on the road, and I'm hoping to get finally a good night's sleep tonight. Assuming those animals aren't doing that all night.
All right, passing through a city, not really sure what it's called. It's out in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of the country. Maybe one of these signs will tell us where we're at. Maybe it's Topeka or Wichita. I don't know. I don't really care. I'm just gonna drive past it. It's probably a place where I wouldn't want to live. So that's why I'm not going to stop. But it looks like it's got a newspaper called The Star. Yeah, there you go. The Star. So some city with a newspaper called The Star. Okay, more film names. Part 2 or Part 2. Billboard explosion. I just almost drove off the road. Idiot dies while filming and driving.
I got kicked out of Nectar's, but that wasn't till...
You got kicked out of Nectar's at the CVU 30th.
But I was with a college friend that I was also reunioning with.
And
it's not that good of a story.
were you cheating at pool or?
No, just I think the guy was on meth. He had it out for me.
The guy you were with was on meth?
No, the bouncer.
Oh, the bouncer was on meth.
Yeah.
Well, that's what they do
and
now.
He got mad, and
keep
he
calm.
had a Raiders hat on, so I made fun of the Raiders, and then.
Well, I mean, and the Raiders are they a professional
Losers?
football team or?
They lose in.
They're professional? Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Stems from. Every problem on the planet stems from that. There are not enough resources to support the humans and animals of this planet. That's just how it works.
So procreating is.
Procreating is not the meaning. It may be a good thing and it may bring joy to some people and that's how they find their happiness. But I think happiness is the ultimate.
No, you're in it, Barry.
Thanks, buddy! That's enough! You've been too loud tonight! Hey, Sheriff, don't even come a step closer! You owe me $50 for that! Come down!
Bruce, what are you coming? No,
Don't
I'm
call
not
me
paying
Bruce!
you.
You know that's not my name!
Bruce! Yes, it is. You're drunk.
I'm not drunk!
Yes, you
I'm
are.
a sea drunk! This man knows how to get drunk! Hey, Sheriff!
No, Bruce.
No! Out of here! Get out!
Do not come back. Do not come back, or I'm telling Mama. What are you doing?
Yeah, 700 years is how old we think Old Faithful is. But it takes about 100 years for it to grow 1 inch.
And that was Old Faithful. It's a bear. Excuse me, Mr. Bear. Can I just ask you a couple questions? What's it like being a bear? Also, why did you crap back there? And what was in it? Because I'm kind of hungry. Is that lentils? Okay, so what's our plan of action with this bear, Paul? We're
Well,
going after a bear.
You never run. You play dead, you know, if one ever mauled you. But the thing is to wait until they often bluff charge you, but to have this thing ready. Hey, bear.
So we're not running
No.
if the bear comes after us.
No, with a cat you fight back, with a bear you don't. No, I guess maybe I stepped in it. Hey, bear. Woo!
Is there a troll under this bridge? Do I have to pay the troll toll if you want to get into the boys' hole? He's a thief. Get him. He stole that. He did not pay for that. And also, what is he giving to us? Turds? Go get him. Well, you're the guard dog. What am I? I'm just filming it. Get him! That's right, girl. That's what I'm talking about. That's how you do it. You don't sneak up on them. You just get all loud. Oh, you got the apple now. Oh, good for you. You got the apple. No, not that squirrel. Don't let that squirrel get the apple. Because now you got it. You did a good job. You got it. Look at that. Security guard of the year. Security guard of the yard. Yard guard. Now you eat it. That's your prize. You can eat. You eat it, not the squirrel. You show him. Yeah, that's pretty smart.
Drink. Sorry.
Hey, catch up with us later.
All right, yeah, I know. It was a dream. It was a beautiful dream.
Moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat me a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. I'm moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. Peaches come from a can, they were put there by a man in a factory downtown. And if I had my little way, I'd eat peaches every day. Sun-soaking bulges in the shade. Moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, I'm gonna eat a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches. Moving to the country, gonna eat a lot of peaches. I took a little nap with a roots all twist, squished a rotten peach in my fist, and dreamed about you, a woman. I poke my finger down inside, make a little room for an ant to hide. Nature's candy in my hand, or can, or pie. Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. Look out! Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. Millions of peaches, peaches for me. Millions of peaches, peaches for free. Look out!
The way I do it is,
Please demonstrate. This is how I get him doing. This is how I get
Small
him
plates
doing
there,
work
big plates
with
there.
Paul.
Look at
is
that.
I
Boom.
use the ruse of
Done.
I'm gonna film him showing me how to do it, and that's my ruse to get out of actually doing it, because I always do it wrong. I'm doing it wrong.
no, you're doing it just fine.
This goes right
Yes, follow the patterns. It's all about
here.
patterns.
Goes right here.
Patterns.
It goes right there. I can tell you, Paul did not appreciate that. You
No,
can tell by his.
Paul
He did
not
not laugh.
appreciate that.
There was no laughing.
No.